let's talk about the 3 most significant real estate myths. Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's Q&A. Hope you had a great week. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to tell you very quickly the top 3 myths about real estate. Number 1 is that just because you've been approved for your mortgage means that you're going to get the mortgage when you close. So let's say, for example, you buy a property, you get the mortgage, everything looks good, it closes in 2 months from now, but between now and 2 months, you buy a car, you get into some significant debt, something else happens, like you lose your job. It doesn't mean that just because the lender has said they're going to give you the money, it means that you'll actually get it on closing. So make sure that you are very careful about spending and all of those habits that you have in between purchase and closing. The second myth that I want to talk about is the fact that you don't need a realtor to represent your interests as a buyer. Now, a lot of people go directly to the seller or to the listing agent and try to purchase the property right from the listing agent because they think they're going to get a better deal. But in reality, they probably aren't. So you're always better off to be represented by someone who has your best interests at heart. And in Ontario, it's free. So why wouldn't you use someone to represent you? It's the smartest thing that you can absolutely do. And the final myth that I want to talk about is the fact that you think you need 20% down in order to purchase a property, but you actually don't. So depending on your circumstances, there is a lot of, I would say, misunderstanding out there about how much you need in order for a down payment. The rule here in Canada is that if you want to spend more than $1 million, you do need 20%. But anything under that, you can put less of a down payment than 20%. Again, it would depend on your circumstances, and there are, mortgage interest things that you have to consider. But in reality, you don't have to just plan for 20%. You can think about saving a little bit less. So these are some things that I just wanted to point out. But listen, our podcast, the Toronto Real Estate Show with Jenelle and Leslie, we are going to talk about on our next episode all kinds of different real estate myths that I think are really important for you to know. So make sure you check us out. Again, that's the Toronto Real Estate Show with Jenelle and Leslie. Thank you for everyone who tunes in here and also to our podcast. Our podcast is growing like crazy. We love doing it, so make sure you check it out. Don't forget to pass this video along to other people you think might be interested as well. Thanks for your support. Have a great time, and we will see you next week.